Hi, my name is Margarita Rodriguez. My occupation is office manager. I have one daughter. I was 30 when I was told I was pregnant, 30 going on 31 when I actually gave birth to her. When I had my daughter, I was ready. I had assistants.
My name is Megan Ambers, and I'm a freelance writer and a social media manager. When I first had my son Michael, I was 23 when I first found out, and I was 24 when I had him. I was in my first year of college. I only known his father for a few months, and I was in denial at first.
My name is Justin, and I'm an entrepreneur. When I first became a guardian, I was 28. My mother passed, and I had to look after my brother. I was never expecting to be a parent at all. Actually, it just came out of nowhere.
My biggest fear as a single parent that I try not to put on my child, I would say, as far as her worrying, her dad is not in her life right now, and I do not want her to feel, yes, every child needs their parent, both parents, but I want her to see she's doing fine. She's a straight A, she's an athlete, she's an actress. I do it all for her. I'm momager for her. You know, in due time when she gets older, she can find out what happened, but I don't want her to feel like life is not what it is because she doesn't have her dad in her life.
I try not to project my fears as a single parent onto Michael by thinking of what my mother would do and do the opposite. My mom, she's a strong woman, but she don't necessarily like to admit her mistakes. So I tried to do the opposite that she would do because I know what type of effect it had on me and my siblings.
Well, at the end of the day, you can't project your fears as being a parent onto your child. At the end of the day, you should be your child's hero. They should look to you for everything. They should want to be like you. They should want to, you're supposed to teach your child things that they'll need to learn how to adapt in this world, because nobody is going to teach them, or nobody's going to treat them the same way that you treat them. Nobody's going to do the things for them that you would do for them. Nobody's going to love them the same way.
My biggest lesson being a single parent has been to let your child be who they want to be. You may not necessarily agree with what they like or who they feel that they are, but at the end of the day, all you can do is just make sure that they are clothed and fed and protected, but you have to let them be their individual self.
The biggest lesson that I've learned with being a parent or a guardian, you gotta have patience. A lot of patience, and it's a lot of time. A lot of time, you need a lot of help. It's not gonna be easy. Because I'm a parent of a child that has autism. So it's a never-ending job. It never ends. A lot of patience. Oh God, it's a lot of patience. A lot of love, a lot of understanding. Because you have to understand that, you know, they're not 100% where they need to be mentally. So you have to excuse the things that they would do that you would feel like normal people wouldn't do. Because a lot of people look at them like they're not actually living and breathing human beings. Like they look at them like they're things, and that they could just be placed, or they can, like, they serve no real purpose. And a lot of people look at them like as if they don't hurt like you hurt, they don't cry like you cry, and yeah, like the disabled people are taken advantage of.
Becoming a parent has changed me because I've learned responsibility in another way. It's just not about me, plain and simple. I've taken off years of me and what I wanted to do just to make sure she is okay. It's like a balance, and it's not easy. Again, I could say, can I work this second job? There's times when I wanted to work a second job and I couldn't, because let's make sense here. To work a second job, I'm not gonna be there for her in the evening. Those years are crucial, between 1 and 10. So I wanted to be there for her.
Becoming a parent hasn't really changed me too much because I've always had to look after children. Like I said, I have 5 siblings and they're all younger than me. And I'm the oldest out of 15 grands. So I always had to look after someone. Everything I've ever done, even as being a child, I had to think of the consequences because I had younger siblings or younger cousins that always looked up to me. So becoming a parent just kind of just put the responsibility on me that I've already had.
Well, becoming a parent slash guardian has changed me a lot. It made me realize how much responsibility it is to actually be a parent or have someone to look after, because they always come before you. Still never on time, but you know, try to be on time. My emotions changed. I've grown as a person, you know. I don't tolerate too much anymore. I have to speak up for someone else, so there's no room for bull or no room for nonsense.
I don't like the term baby mama. I tried to avoid being that prior to having her, but as I said, we don't know what tomorrow might bring. She's a great joy. And I think there's another term that can be used, okay? My daughter's mother.
The term baby mother doesn't necessarily offend me because that is what I am. I am a mother to a baby. I prefer to be addressed as Michael's mother, but the term doesn't define me, so therefore it doesn't offend me in any way.
The term baby mother and baby father, I don't have those problems. I know that they exist in this world, and you know, it's a problem that most people would try to avoid, you know, but I don't have those problems. I just have a child, well, basically an adult that belongs to me.
What I would like my daughter to learn from me is to continue to be fearless. There she goes. Also, you know, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of things in the world. Continue to look at the world as one big, beautiful place. That's what I want to say. She was never taught to hate.
I want Mommy to know that even if other people in the world have places for the homeless, sometimes they still need things to actually survive, because some of them are not faking, others are, so you need to be careful.
Yeah, she has a thing for that.
What I would like to teach my child that my parents taught me is independence and love. You know, my people my family love me, and I just want to show my children that, you know, there's actual love in this world.